Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. It's rainy and gloomy in California, Northern California at least. Now is the time to be taking your vitamin D and your chaga. This is when the sun's gone, you don't get any vitamin D. Get your vitamin D. D plus K activates the D, but get your vitamin D. No excuses not to. There's a vitamin D sun lamp too. If you go to Road to Ruta, I don't know if they're in stock though. Go to Road to Ruta. What is it? What is it these days? Oh, by the way, yes, yesterday was our first day of merchandise. So if you go to the general or Amazon store, you can find the vitamin D sun lamp. I think they're out of stock though. But the merch, you got to get the merch right here. Look at this. Paige sent me, and right now they can deliver before Christmas. Paige sent me a picture of her with her new Road to Ruta hat. I said, you should be on the official website. But go get that stuff. There's all kinds of great stuff. A lot of people getting the hats and the hoodies. I ordered myself a Let's Go Brandon hat from the Road to Ruta. It's great stuff. Go to roadtoruta.com. Go to the shop merch section. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the elephant in the room for humanity, and obviously the regulators in the United States of America have lost their frickin' minds. Now they haven't. They were always there to set up the rig for entities that control fiat money. Without them, without the regulators, you got people screaming at JP Morgan. Without JP Morgan rigging the market, you have the total destruction of every single monetary asset on the planet. So yeah, it's a big deal. Rustin Benham, you criminal. He will be the only acting regulator on the CFTC in just a couple months. Dawn DeBerry Stump has stepped down a year and a half before her term is up, although for some reason the CFTC lost their mind when it comes to math. She did not serve a 5-year term. Her 5-year term expires in 2023 in August. Do the math, you idiots. They can't even fake it anymore. Fake it till you make it. It's insane. But I want to show you what they're doing. Silver price is down. Crypto prices are down. Let me ask you, if you're an investor in gold, silver, or cryptos, let me ask you a question. It's a very fundamental question of investing. Do you want to buy when prices are low or prices are high? Obviously, you want to buy when prices are low. Were you going to sell your silver or cryptos today? Most people know. Well, most people are saying, oh my God, look at what's happening to the dollar and the markets and our government. I got to hang on to these assets. So every time the price of silver, gold, and cryptos drop, you should be the happiest human on earth because you can buy just a little more. Add to your stack of cryptos. Add to your stack of silver, obviously. And it gives you time to swap all your gold, even your gold fillings, for more silver. If you know anything about precious metals, you will be sitting there with no gold, 0 gold, and 100% silver. There is no argument that says you shouldn't. None. Silver is vastly more undervalued than gold. And gold is undervalued. Just think about it. Silver is, what is it? Now it's 40% of its all-time highs in 1981, 1980, $50. 2011, $50. Silver is trading almost at $20. That's insane. Whereas gold, the 1980 high was 800, and now it's more than double that. Why wouldn't anybody hold gold? Well, Bix, that's a monetary asset that has stood the test of time. So has silver, even more so. So if you have an argument between understanding gold and understanding silver, obviously silver's the number one pick. And oh, by the way, the kicker is there's less silver than there is gold in the world. And silver is consumed as an industrial metal. And we're moving into a high-tech, space-age, sci-fi future that needs massive amounts of silver. And the only reason silver is at $20 is because of this company. JP Morgan Chase. Well, they just took over the Bear Stearns short. We all know that. Who took it over from AIG? Who took it over from Drexel Burnham? Thank you, Ted Butler, for all that great information. And going back, it goes back. The silver manipulation goes back to the Opium Wars. I've been screaming this for so long, and I'll continue to scream it. 170 years of price suppression is not going to end with a little pop to $50. Oh, it hit $55. I'm going to sell all my silver. Try $55,000 or more. The ratio of gold to silver will cross 1-to-1. And silver will keep going because we need it. We don't need gold. Truth, come on. Do we really need gold? What do you need gold for? Oh, Bix, it's a monetary metal. No. All the bankers have all the gold. You don't want to go back to a gold standard because the bankers have all the gold. They'll be in charge again. It's so crazy. Then again, there is massive amounts of gold, as in millions of, not ounces, millions of tons of gold in the United States of America. At Chocolate Mountain, in the Grand Canyon, all over Alaska, all over America. There's gold everywhere. And the only people who don't understand that is these diehard gold bugs. And, well, the banks understand it. They just tell you something different. Swap all your gold for silver. It's at 80-to-1 now. It's crazy. So here's the rigor, the number one rigor for this month. The month of December 2021 is a month that will go down in COMEX history. What do you mean, Bix? It was a big delivery month, but it wasn't that big. It was 8,450 contracts. Someone out there still has to deliver 3 million ounces. I don't know who it is, and why would they wait till the end of the month? That's beyond my pay grade. But yeah, that's a big month. 8,000 contracts is not the biggest, though. Why will this month go down in history? Out of 8,450 contracts, JP Morgan Chase, their total participation in that 8,000 contracts delivered is that their customers, their quote customers. Now, you gotta understand what's going on with JP Morgan. Last year they were told to stand down in silver, so they gave all their position to their customers, which is a collusion of banks, Bank of America being the number one. So that JP Morgan is still orchestrating the trade. This, I think, is the largest take of silver in COMEX history. 6,000 contracts. 30 million ounces. It's right here. 30 million ounces. If it's not the largest as a percentage of 8,400 contracts, it is the largest percentage takedown. JP Morgan Chase dominates silver so completely, it blows away anything the Hunt brothers did back in the 1980s. That blows away anything that Warren Buffett did in the late 1990s. JP Morgan Chase dominates all silver trading, all silver inventory, all silver period. On every single level. They have the largest derivative contracts, which I didn't get the chart. But let's take a look at what JP Morgan is really in charge of, besides taking all this metal in. I remember back when JP Morgan didn't even have a COMEX vault. Why did they have to create a COMEX vault 10 years ago? To show the public that it's all on the up and up. And it's bullshit. COMEX vaults right now, there's 93 million ounces of registered, and total eligible is 260 million ounces, making a total of 353 million ounces of silver in the COMEX that is either registered, which means that they can deliver it tomorrow, or eligible, meaning that it's all been analyzed and approved, and the bars, everything's fine. Now, ownership has not been checked. How many times did JP Morgan lease out this silver? All that stuff. Is it SLV silver? Of course it is. They're double counting as usual. But look how much JP Morgan owns. Out of the 93 million in total registered, JP Morgan owns a healthy chunk, 25 million, 30%. 30% of the silver in COMEX is held by JP Morgan. That's a huge number. Out of all the thousands of participants that they claim they have, why does JP Morgan hold 30%? That's nothing. Look at eligible. Out of 260 million ounces of eligible, that's anything potentially to come on, JP Morgan owns 60%, double that. At 155 million ounces, doesn't own, they hold. Who knows who owns that silver? I'll guarantee you that 99% of it is also pledged to SLV. How do I know that? Because JP Morgan is the custodian for SLV. Let me show you right. Where'd it go? Where's my chart? Right here. How much does SLV have? 587 million. Now, let me ask you this. We all know that JP Morgan's a crook. The DOJ, Department of Justice, fined them $920 million for rigging the silver and gold markets and the currency markets. Brought them up on RICO charges, meaning racketeering. That's what they got the mafia on. The Department of Justice goes through all this work, and the CFTC does 3 investigations, can't find shit. The Department of Justice goes all this work, and then here's a fine, walk away. And oh, by the way, you can still own the vast majority of silver in the world. You can hang on to it with both hands. And you can be the market rigger coordinator for all your customers. How criminal is the United States of America? How criminal is Rustin Binham? How criminal is Don DeBerry Stump? You're not out of your office yet, Don DeBerry Stump. Everybody send this video to Don DeBerry Stump and Rustin Binham and say, what the fuck? You are the regulators of free markets. You are destroying the United States of America. I know you're running away, Don, a year and a half before you're supposed to run away. But right now, you are sitting in that position. It is your job. There's only 2 people who can do this job. You and your buddy Rustin. It's sick. How sick is it? Let's look at the JP Morgan rap sheet. This is from Violation Tracker. And since 2000, JP Morgan Chase, the biggest bank in the world, a Federal Reserve regulated bank, has committed 191 massive crimes. 191, and they had to pay a penalty of $35.8 billion, with the B, billion dollars in fines and penalties. And yet, I don't see any of senior management going to jail. I see very few JP Morgan traders going to jail. They try to throw a couple people under a bus here and there. Who was the only banker for Bernie Madoff? JP Morgan. Why is this entity allowed to survive even? Why isn't Jamie Dimon in jail? For most of that time, he was the boss. If they paid $35.8 billion worth of fines, how much money are they making on the criminal side? My guess, trillions. Ask Jamie Dimon. He said every single day, $5 trillion goes in and out of their Florida money center. $5 trillion. They currently sit with $55 trillion in derivatives. And they only have to pay $35 billion over 20 years. And who knows if they even paid it. And who got paid the $920 million? I didn't get any of it. There was a whistleblower, so they gave their insiders some money. So, Rustin Binham, I think you're a lost cause. Don DeBerry Stump, apparently your conscience has got you, and you're leaving the CFTC, but you're not gone yet. Stand up and say something like Bart Chilton did. Bart stood up and said JP Morgan was rigging the silver market while the CFTC was investigated, and Bart said it was a political decision not to shut it down. Is that what you want to be known for, Don? A political decision not to shut down the biggest crime in financial history. JP Morgan's massive control of the silver market. You shut down the Hunt brothers in 80. Is it only that you shut down entities that bring the price up and you never shut down entities that bring the price down because it suits your fancy? It helps the federal government print more and more money? Is that what's going on? Of course it's what's going on. Don DeBerry Stump, hey, we already know you're leaving early. Don't lie that you're not leaving early. Why not just leave now if you're not going to do your job? I want to talk about this guy. The man of the year, right? There he is. A person of the year. Times person of the year. Elon Musk. Whatever you think of Musk, like him or hate him, it's kind of like Trump. You either like him or hate him or whatever. There's another agenda. I thought there was another agenda with Trump. He was the bull in the china shop that we needed at that time. Elon Musk is the guy we need at this time, I believe. Why? Because he's a bull in a china shop in these financial markets that, he's done so many things that he should be shut down for, and he's not. The things he says, you're not allowed to say that as a senior executive of a company. You're not allowed to rig markets and say, hey, Dogecoin needs a bump. This is today. Elon Musk said something about Dogecoin and it blows higher. Now, at first I was pissed because I wasn't pissed. A while ago, I was like, why is Elon Musk even commenting on these ridiculous meme coins, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu? And I would say at the time they were worthless. What is their use case? None. But it can be anything. What it really did is got people into cryptocurrencies so that guys like Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, will have a harder and harder time trying to curb and shut down cryptocurrencies. And the U.S. government will have a harder and harder time manipulating the price of cryptocurrencies like they're doing right now, like they did in 2017, 2018. Yes, it was the U.S. government that came in and did that to cryptocurrency. Otherwise, Bitcoin would have just kept going up. And they got with the trustee of the Mt. Gox bankruptcy, completely broke every trustee law and dumped millions of Bitcoin on the market, or not millions, billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin on the market at the worst time possible. Taking my Bitcoin, I have one Bitcoin at Mt. Gox, taking my Bitcoin and dumping it on the market in 2018 to create an artificial bear market. Now, I don't think they have that this time. I don't think we're there yet because they don't have enough people in before they dump it and say, okay, Tether's a fraud. You know what's a fraud is the U.S. government. You know what's a fraud is the SEC. Look what they did to Reggie Middleton. By the way, Veritasium, it is going into the thousands, the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands. Veritasium will go past Bitcoin. Why? Because 99% of these coins are using Reggie's technology. If Veritasium doesn't go past it, I don't know. I guess there is no law. They granted them the patent. Come on, people, wake up. Reggie got granted a patent for DeFi. And all you people who don't understand what I'm talking about, do a little research on your coins. My God, don't just chase something that is going up. I'll guarantee you, hell of a lot of people got into Dogecoin just because it went up this little boom because Elon Musk said, oh yeah, go buy some Dogecoin. Do some homework, my friends. Most of these coins will be gone because you didn't do your homework and you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Don't chase the shiny objects. Remember, you want to buy low. When things are low, you want to buy. But fully analyze what they're doing. What is this coin good for? Reggie Middleton invented peer-to-peer transactions in cryptocurrencies. How many cryptocurrencies use that? I don't know. Theta might be right in the realm of Reggie Middleton's patent. At least parts of Theta. The exchange, definitely. So they better strike a deal with Reggie. At the same time, I think everybody will strike a deal with Reggie, and Reggie deserves it. The people at the SEC who took him down need to be tried for their crimes. They won't be. The guy who was in charge of it left the week he did it. I forgot his name. I have it, though, somewhere. So that's where we are. Really exciting times. Again, when assets are down, buy. When assets are hitting ultra highs, sell. Cryptos, we haven't hit the high yet. Not even close. The Mayer multiplier, Mayer multiple. What is it? Trace Mayer's, I think it's 2.4 is what it's got to hit. It's still in the ones. There's a lot of room upside to get in cryptos. Again, you got to buy low and just try holding on to cryptos when it went from $1,000 down to $150. I sold a whole bunch at $150, thinking, oh my God, I made a mistake. They shut down Mount Gox, and it's like, oh, what have I done? I was an idiot. But it takes a lot of winning and losing and to solidify your position in cryptos. I'm just in a handful of cryptos for the most part. Number 1 holding, Theta. Number 2, Theta Fuel. Number 3, now, Veritasium. Number 4, Litecoin. Number 5, Bitcoin Cash. Number 6, Holochain, hot. Number 7, I got a whole bunch of smatterings. I think those will survive. I think most of them are absolutely necessary for our future. For transactions, Litecoin with Nimble, that's going to be a monster. Bitcoin, no, I have tiny bits of Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin decided to become unuseful. It costs $1 zillion to do a transaction. It's slow as hell. Lightning Network was invented by Reggie Middleton. So they're going to have to Lightning Labs is going to have to deal with Reggie. Get your Veritasium. You can get it on Mercatox. And there's other swap places, but I don't know how to deal with them. And I don't trust them. If you don't get your coins in your own possession, you don't own any. Some people were telling me, yeah, I got Veritasium on this exchange. I go, you got nothing. They don't have it. Unless it's in your own possession, you don't own any of this stuff. And now's the time. Anyway, so why did Elon Musk say, yeah, buy some Dogecoin? Because he can. He knew it'll move the price. He'll know millions more people will get into cryptos to give us more and more power to say, fuck you, Mr. Government. Mr. Market rigging criminal ass government. So person of the year, absolutely. Nice job, Elon. All right, that's all I got for you right now. Love this picture I put up yesterday on my video, which is Alan Greenspan dealing in hyperinflationary currencies. That was some good Photoshop in there, I tell you. And again, go to shop, merch store, and check out all the Road to Ruta merchandise, hoodies, jackets. I got to get me a hoodie. The hats are cool. Check it out. And then, yes, they can be delivered to you. If you order now, they can be delivered to you before Christmas. You can give them out as Christmas presents. Go check that out. Great job, Paige, on doing that and setting it up for everybody. People have been screaming at me, Bix, when are you going to get a merchandise site? And I'm saying, I don't know, I don't have time. And Paige picked up that ball and ran with it. So let's support Paige and the Road to Ruta. Go to roadtoruta.com, merch, and go buy your merch for Christmas. This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. I'll talk to you later.
Here's a true story about a man just like you. He worked his whole life, he was honest and true. Built up a nest egg the way they said to. Invest in the market, money works for you. And everything is fine, picking the winners every time. Started to believe he could make dollars out of dime. Little did he know he's being primed for a fall. The riggers let you play, then the riggers steal the ball. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Unless everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. Got to shut down exchanges, trade one for one. If we want free markets, well, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. Capitalism, not as bad as they say. The world has never tried it, rigging markets every day. Socialists fail every time in every way. Need a better system to forge a better day. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. Free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. There's a crypto solution if only done right. We can take out the liars, bring dark into light, and trust in the math, not the people who lie. I think we can make it if we give it a try. We want free markets, not a million phantom trades. Lest everyone's honest, we're gonna lose what we made. We gotta shut down exchanges till they trade one for one. We want free markets, our work's just begun. 'Cause free markets are the road to freedom. I said free markets are the road to freedom. Free markets are the road to freedom.